Live. Did you post in Discord? Do you want to post in Discord?
Well, I'm waiting to see it on YouTube.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm waiting
there
too. Hold.
There it is. All right.
Here we go. We are
Okay.
live.
I'm posting in Discord.
Agenda. So we have a couple of things to go over, don't we? Couple of things. Couple of thingies. So wait, are we gonna have a little competition then? Who can get to a certain amount in our portal before the other person?
Dude, right?
I feel like we're. Wait, I want to actually check that amount. Sorry, I know we're live now, but come on, just be chill. Just this once, be chill.
Let me pull up the chat on the phone. What a day, huh? What a day.
It's a good day. It's a good day. We need to.
It was.
We need
It
to.
was.
We need to get your optimism up and your pessimism down. That's what we have to
Oh, shoot. This is going to be a hard one for me.
No.
It's going to be hard to keep smiling.
No, you'll be fine, dude. Bob represents the NFT holders that
Yes.
probably paid more than they were willing to part with. They disobeyed the crypto rule 101, which is only spend what you're willing to lose.
I think you take the investor side today, and I'll take the NFT
Sure.
side today.
That sounds good to me. Well, I'm both an NFT investor and a token investor, so we'll be able to talk about both. That'll be good.
Good thing they're gonna make the games easier, though. I heard that.
Yeah, so you're gonna be able to win for once. That'll be good.
Yeah, that'll be great.
By the way, did you post in Discord?
I did.
You did? Awesome.
Yep.
I'm so proud of you. I know we're streaming a little bit later in the day. Oh my goodness! Than we typically do. We'll see if we can get people to jump on. And it's like, what, Friday evening for people?
Right. I mean, there's probably not going to be too many people, but I think people will watch it back, and I think that's important so that people can see it.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
I mean,
did you let people know? I know there's a Twitter space going on. Did you let people know on the Twitter space that you were moseying on over here?
I couldn't type in chat and say, hey.
No, you just you get the verbiage on there. You got to be vocal there, Bomb.
I don't know that they are still on it. Oh, there's only 4 people there.
Okay.
They'll probably. Yoshi said they were gonna meander over too.
They're gonna do some meandering, huh?
Yes.
Meandering over.
I mean, it's always open to change, I guess, is the key thing.
Okay, yeah, there's so many key things. I gotta write these down so that we can keep you on topic today. Please do.
I think you need to write them down just for me.
Yeah, and that was one of the cool things that Sander just said on the Twitter space, which you weren't even there. You gotta be there, Bomb. You gotta show up.
Yo, what's up, Niku?
Show up, be present. You know what I'm saying?
I have been showing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna write this stuff down. So I want to.
Write it down. We're gonna start with the positives, I think, because we need to. I think
okay. You're making it sound like the world is ending. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad at all.
Well, no, it definitely isn't ending. But if you hold an NFT, your world is...
Stop it. So, okay, a couple of things. Wait, what did you just say? Oh yeah. Okay, copy that.
Yeah, write it down. Let's hear checkpoint. What's y'all's thoughts?
Okay, so we've got thoughts. Thoughts, we've got them. You came to the right place. Checkpoint.
I think the way we should start this off, to be honest, is one, I think, go through some positives from the AMA, and then we'll write down the numbers of what it looks like with Paul's explanation of what he said the numbers were. We'll look at that as a financial base, and then from there we'll go into maybe things we didn't like about it. I think that would be fun, and then end with something good.
So here's what I have on our stream roadmap, if you will. You ready?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so why don't we start with just overall impressions, okay, of the of the AMA, like what were people's thoughts, what were our thoughts, and then we can kind of segue from there into some recent developments. We'll focus on the positive side, right?
Mm,
Recent, I'm writing this down so we can
good,
stay on frame here. Recent
good.
developments, cool things that we thought were like upcoming or that they mentioned. We're going to then take a trip to Mathland and we're going to look at the spreadsheet again with some revised figures based on what Paul actually revealed. If y'all were listening, he actually
100%.
dropped some key things that we can put into the spreadsheet. So we're going to be looking a little bit closer
Yep.
at that stuff. Then we're going to take a trip to NFT land where I think Bomb's got a clip for
I
us.
I am all ready for that.
Okay.
Just I will wait for that time.
All right, that's gonna be we got to have some humor in there somewhere, right?
Yep.
We're not gonna be blind, okay?
Good.
There are moments where, in order to maintain, like we're honest with you guys, right? We want to maintain the kind of credibility from an NFT holder, token holder, as well as player perspective as much as possible. And if any one of those, it's like, oh, this is kind of awesome. We should celebrate this. We're going to be the first people to do that. And if there
100%.
is something that's like, oh, this isn't great, then we're also going to let you know, but we're going to come at it hopefully bomb with a level of optimism that says, hey, like this is what our recommendation would be about making this a little bit better, and then
Mm.
we'll just go from there. So,
Mm-hmm.
but bomb does want bomb likely is gonna want
Mm.
to laugh a little bit too, which we're gonna definitely have some of that
Laughter's the
going on.
best medicine. Let me
It
put it that way.
definitely is. So, welcome, Checkpoint. Yes, you're going to want to grab some popcorn for this because, I mean, this is the fun stuff, right? It's fun when you're able to get on a discussion board with people that don't just shut you down because it's like, FUD, you're out,
Yep.
and they just send you on your way.
Yep.
Like, if you're actually passionate and invested in a project and you believe it's worthwhile, it should be able to stand up to any kind of refining or pressure or conversations happening. It's when you can't have those conversations because there's a concern there that can't be addressed that you should start to worry. But I think Doge Dash is a great community because we can have those open and honest conversations, and not just among ourselves, but also with the team. They encourage that as well. So definitely cool stuff there. What's up, Yoshi? Yoshi's on here.
Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. So, looking at our stream roadmap, I guess why don't we just dive right into it? So, overall reaction from like the stream, Bomb, go ahead. I just want to get your did you get the whole stream? Did you catch all or the AMA? Did you catch the whole AMA?
Yes, I caught a lot of it while I was in the car. I am excited for everything coming Monday. I heard they were going to be dropping it Monday. Had to work some things out, so I'm excited for that. I think that's cool. So that I'm excited for, and
So, okay, numeric
I
scale. Here we're going to go straight to the numbers. Numeric scale out of a 10, where would you rank? Well, obviously
I
you
died.
died, so the number's
Where
going to
would
be
you rank
probably
what?
lower. The AMA expectation versus reality, I guess, or just what you thought, what you were hoping
Ooh,
for, being like, oh, this is radical, like this is better than anything I could have imagined. That would be 10, and like, oh my goodness, I'm selling all my tokens rapidly right
okay.
now because it was awful and I have no faith in the project would be 0. So obviously we know because you haven't done that
Yeah.
that you're probably
Right.
in neither category, but you're probably
Right.
somewhere in the middle. So what does that number look like for you?
Yeah, I think overall, taking everything into account, I would say I'm a solid. We'll go 6.
Okay. You felt a 6
Yeah.
about the project as a whole or about the AMA? Just want to specify that.
Uh, project as a whole right now, AMA, I would have given it a 4.
Oh wow.
To be
Okay.
to be honest, that's how I felt about it, and
All right.
I was verbally saying things out loud, so I was like, yeah.
You were verbally saying things out loud as opposed to verbally saying things not out
No, like
loud.
I was in the presence of somebody else and I was saying things out loud listening to it. I was like, oh wow. Like just talking like that. But yeah.
Okay, so
Six overall about the project right now.
so
So
you would
still feeling good.
say you were probably not too thrilled about some of the stuff talked about on the AMA if you're giving it a 4.
Yeah, no,
Okay, well we can get
not
into that later.
too
I
thrilled.
would say I'm not on that spectrum. I would say yeah, there are things I was probably not. I would say if there was anything that I was not stoked about, it would be less this AMA and more the previous AMA. Because this one was
That's fair. I get
right.
that.
It was more muted, kind
Right.
of just continuation of what was dropped last AMA. I actually thought the
Yeah.
AMA was okay. I thought it was a little rushed. And I know someone said
This
that too on
one?
the Twitter space. Yeah, I felt like it was a
Yeah,
little
100%.
like there wasn't really much that it was kind of brushed through or glossed through pretty quickly. And
Right.
I'll be perfectly honest with you. We had a Twitter space afterwards where Sander actually joined and people were asking him questions afterwards. And I felt like
Yeah.
that was almost for me, like if I was rating them on a scale, I would say that was awesome to have
Right.
that Q&A and have more of a casual dialogue where the community's interacting and it was almost like he was just a part of the community, just interacting as also a member of the team. And I really liked that. But I didn't feel like we got as much from the AMA, but I actually thought compared to last AMA, this one was actually way better where we got, hey, this is when this is
Yeah,
dropping.
that's true.
This is what we have upcoming. We have the trailer just dropped and some cool things there. Granted,
Yeah.
I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 because obviously there were things last week that I, as an NFT holder, wasn't super excited about. And that was continued on that this is going to happen. But again, my saving grace there is that they have continued to stress, and Sander again said this on the Twitter space, which I like. They are so open to feedback, and what's not working, they change, and that's where I
Well,
feel like
that's good.
there's so much hope there that we as community members can have. So, all right. That
I
said, we've got the
It's
overall
good.
reaction. Oh, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I was just gonna say that's good, and if we see things that we want to see changed, or we need to, then it falls on us to vocalize it. To be honest, because if we're not saying that it's wrong, then they don't know, and then things can't be fixed. So when Sanders says, "Hey, like this stuff's open to be fixed or changed," then that's when we need to come in as a community and say, "Hey, we noticed this, or this is what it's going to look like, and we think that this change should happen or whatnot." So that's really good. I wasn't able to catch all of the Twitter space because again I was driving somewhere, but um, I caught some of it and I thought it was good. I like sitting down and having those kind of non-formal things. I think it makes it really nice and people are more relaxed. And thanks again for Yoshi for hosting it and everybody involved with it. I thought it was great. I thought it was fun to just kind of talk like that. So in regards to the AMA, again, I was on the road too, so it was kind of difficult to pay attention as much as I should have or could have probably. But there was some good stuff on like Dash versus Zombies and the
Zombie
KYC
Dash, Zombie
Zombie
Dash now.
Dash. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry. Yeah, yeah. Zombie Dash, and then as well as everything kind of dropping on Monday. I think that's exciting news with
yeah,
NFT integration as well, so that we know when it's coming now. They've given us a date kind of thing, and so that's cool to know.
yeah.
Um, and so yeah, I think that's good. We got a comment from Pardon here. Let me read this.
All right, cool.
How do you feel about what Paul mentioned about potential hourly or semi-hour leaderboards along with the 24-hour?
That's
Well, we'll
actually
go over some stuff.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no. So if we're just jumping right into kind of that at that point, I think leaderboard should be broken up definitely more than 24 hours. I think it would be super cool to have it be not 24/7. Yeah, and I'd completely agree. Pardon. I
The
think
lagging.
that's awesome. So one of the things that I don't think would be super great is 24 hours because I think in terms of grinding 24 hours, like I think it would be cool to have that split up at least to 8 hour intervals. So you can have 3 8 hour intervals at different time zones that would start throughout the day so people could kind of know what those expectations were. But I like the idea of shortening it to where it's here, let me just get these comments here. Does that help with the NFT thoughts for you guys since you don't have to grind 24/7 along with new players? I do like it. I do like the idea of having hourly leaderboards, or hey, here's a 2 hour period, and maybe those aren't as frequent, but maybe they're things that people can set their schedules to, like, hey, if we're having a 2 hour leaderboard competition at this time of the week, we're having two of them this time and this time. Would love to have you guys hop on, and they were at different time frames based on like time
Hmm.
zones, so there could be three in a 24-hour time period, or they could just say, hey, we're doing every leaderboard is going to be a 2 hour leaderboard, right? Like, what if they just said every leaderboard is going to be a
Well,
two,
I have some. If we want to talk from an NFT holder's perspective or non NFT holder's perspective, the thoughts on that are okay. Let's say I just got the game
mm-hmm.
and I'm playing for a 2 hour. Let's say a 30-minute tournament, like Pardon's saying. You have
Yeah,
30 minutes to do it. So let's say I win every single game. That means I played at right under 5 times. I won, right?
right,
5 times. And then you see players coming in with a 5x. Oh, I only need to win once in 30 minutes and I already beat them.
right. But
Which
and yeah,
that's where I'm like,
and I would agree with you that's going to make it tough. And so
right.
you're saying almost having a longer time span is better because anyone that wants to grind for longer can have a chance over an NFT holder. Is that what you're saying?
well, it's kind of the hard balance is that if you have it to where it's longer period, that means they need to be more consistent, right? Than like one whole, okay, I'm just going to grind it and get 6 wins, and then I have a chance at being on the top 100 if none of the NFT players really play for half that time,
Right.
right? So I
Yeah.
think probably shorter tournaments are going to help for people that actually don't have NFTs because then they don't have to be as consistent, if that
Right.
makes sense.
I would
Yeah.
agree, and I would say so. Short term response there, pardon, is I actually like the idea. I think that would allow for definitely getting different time periods where you can get someone that maybe isn't an ultra rare or like 2x or
Right.
3x holder, where it's like 24 hours. No, there's going to be a time frame where someone's going to log on and you don't have a chance. But if you
Right.
do have like a 2 hour time frame, just getting that variety in there, I think will be helpful. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Um, so
What's good, fellas? Hey, Doge Dash Cash, how you doing?
yeah, hey, Doge Dash Cash. J Dub, welcome. Yo, yo, yo. Doing the long haul today. AMA, Twitter Space, and now stream and playing. Sander answered some awesome questions. Completely agree. I was actually just saying to Bomb that I thought that was, like, in my opinion, I thought that was awesome, like, even better than the AMA, in my opinion, because I felt like he was almost just hanging out. It was like we just went to the bar after work and he was just like rolling up the sleeves, like loosening the tie, and we were having an actual like conversation, and he was like interacting with the community almost like he was, a member of the community, and just like answering so many questions and just like getting that perspective, which was just super cool, and being like equally as transparent as possible back to us. So I loved it. I was really a big fan of that. Hey,
I
welcome
like to call it.
Fortune. Finn the Hooded Hodler is back. You bet, J Dub. You bet. We're back. We're back in action, and so far we're killing it on Elite. We're just going ham over here.
I like to call it sit downs with Sander. I tried. All right, that was the best
Playing in the
thing. More
Sander box.
okay, more than all AMA. He was just chatting. Yep, was amazing. I
Yeah.
think we got enough people. I think we should start heading into the numbers here. My game's
Okay.
super laggy
Okay.
today.
So
I don't know if everyone's
let's
listening.
go. Overall impressions was for you. It wasn't as cool. I think I liked it definitely better
Right.
than the last AMA. I thought it was what was neat. Yeah, are there still things that are present that I'm not crazy about, and we'll get
Yep.
into those. Yeah, they're still there, but again, as the team said, they are subject to change, which is cool. So, all right. Awesome. Everyone knows that the developments are upcoming this upcoming week on Monday, correct? I think it's Monday
Yes.
that the changes are being imposed. So play while you can under the current model. I think that would be the first takeaway there. While you can still play to earn outside of a leaderboard tournament structure, definitely get those reps in as well,
Yeah.
so that you're well trained. Now moving to the spreadsheet, we promised you guys some math, so we are going to throw some math up there. And the math is based actually on what Paul said in the AMA. if you guys were listening to what Paul said in the AMA, why are you laughing
No,
already?
I was just thinking about bringing something else up instead. That would have been funny, but I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, okay. Um,
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
oh my goodness, keeping me honest over here, dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what he mentioned was he said that there are 20,000 to 30,000 different plays, right? Right, game plays. And each one of those, right, costs 100 dashes. So under the new model, and you can see on Bomb's screen over there, hey, welcome, Doge Dash Trainer. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Where's underline here?
Ba-
Can I just do an Excel spreadsheet,
if you
or
want,
do I need to keep it in a
yeah,
Google
so
Doc?
you can underline it, right? So if you want to actually just do the
Wait,
go to the top, do you want to
I am so lost here. This isn't Excel.
Yeah, it's okay. So just write in the totals. We don't need to
Yeah.
go crazy there. So he said the total number of people dashing was between 20,000 and 30,000, and that was in a 24-hour period. And so if you're let's be generous. Let's say 30,000 people. Okay, let's say we
100%.
we got 30,000
No,
people.
not 30,000 people.
Right.
30,000
Yeah,
used dashes in 24 hours.
and that's the important distinction. So the number of dashers, I believe, is around 3,000. I think it's slightly less, but
Yeah, I think he said that, right?
yeah. I think he said like 220. He said like 2,000 or 2,500 or something like that. So
Let's just say 2,800.
okay,
Whatever.
copy that. So that's how many dashes are being used. Now the total number of dashes actually doesn't matter in terms of what the analysis is, because it's just based off the dash cost multiplied by the 24-hour dash total for what's going to actually go over to the leaderboard, right? So if you take that, look at that brilliant formula. So you have about 3 million dashes. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to plug this in to, you realize you could do the same thing.
Hey.
Top left, mister. Top left.
Fine,
You
whatever.
could just
All right,
do,
let's do
right? So
2,800. No, but that changes it. So it's gonna have this needs to be dashes. So we can just. Do you want me to just change this? I was gonna just do it down here.
yeah, sure. No, yeah, whatever you want. Do it at the top of the thing, because the players
Okay.
doesn't matter. It's the amount of dashes, right? The
Right.
players, you can have 500 million, but if they all dash one time, well, I'd still take 500 million tokens. That's for sure.
Yeah, so
Actually,
this is
be
gonna
times 100.
be 20,000. This is gonna be 100.
Your screen
and
is
this
frozen. Oh, it's back.
It's gonna be 0. Wait,
Right.
no,
No, that's 100. That's no. That's 1.
1.
That's 1. Yeah. There you go.
Just for the formula's sake, yeah. So.
Yep. For the formula's sake, that helps. So, as you can see, stop laughing. This changes it a little bit, right? Because if that's the case, so you've got 100 cost per dash is the 100. The dash.
Let me just get this. Let me get this out of here. Let me get this out of there so it makes more sense.
Okay, there you go.
Here, I'll zoom in too. Well,
stop. So basically, what we're looking at is definitely the volume in dashes would have to pick up quite a bit from where it's at right now for that to make sense. They would have to up the prize pool for people that are playing and maybe put in a portion from a rewards wallet. But as you can see, again, these are assumptions based on a percentage distribution, based on it being a sustainable model, based on the 10% and
this
lower.
is not an assumption, and this is not an assumption right now.
Correct, but that could.
He said 20. He said, we said 30,000. Let's up it one more time, guys. Sorry. There we go.
You just made $20 more for first place there.
But
again, this is at the current price, right? So let's say that price. Let's just put it. Let's just go up to 5. So let's say it's 3 zeros and a 5, right? So okay, now you're getting somewhere, right? This isn't okay. I tried to make that. I saw the first 3 numbers and I thought it looked better.
No, you did. That was close though. That was I like that. It was a good push.
So
and first of all, this is with 10%.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be that high.
I really don't think it's going to be 10%.
But
this
again,
is be lower.
Mind you, Bomb, they are moving to a fully sustainable model. So under it being fully sustainable, what they'd have the opportunity to do is inject rewards. to at least get it up
Yeah,
and running.
right.
So say they took 5 million tokens, right,
Every
or in this,
day and
yeah,
right.
every day, and they threw it in there to make the rewards a little bit greater. Because as you can see, under the current amount of people, under the current system or structure, based on how we know it, again, this could change.
I don't get that.
Okay, so Pardon's saying if what we were talking about in the background happens, the numbers will be surprising compared to what you will come up with here with the math you know from the AMA and current system. So, I mean, that's good news. Pardon's saying that there's going to be stuff rolled out that's going to be better than what we're seeing here. And I think our
Right.
initial spreadsheet, what was being shown there was more lucrative with more assumptions. And so if it's better than this, fantastic. Like I think that's rad, and if the price continues to increase
Sorry.
and the structure remains the same, like it's only going to get better and better and better. So that would be cool because but like Bomb said, the dashes in 24 hours and the cost per dash, I mean those aren't fixed, right? The cost per dash can change, but the amount of dashes people are actually running through, that's something that
Right.
is kind of uncontrollable, right? So
Okay, cool.
so let's say the cost per dash was increased to 500, right? That would
100%, let's do it.
basically times 5 everything, right?
Yeah,
Right?
right.
Yeah. So I mean, there's loads of things that they can do. They can even inject rewards. I think they're probably going to do
Right.
that.
They'll probably do that. They probably will do it in the background. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, like we like in other words, they're gonna say, why is my why won't it do 100? They'll probably say, oh, like we got a prize pool of 10 million for the day, and it's like, well, you
or
really only have
20
3
million or
million.
50 million,
Right,
because if less people are winning under this unsustainable model that we have presently, that
right.
frees up a lot more. And again, these are assumptions that are being made based on current number of players, current number of dashes, current price per dash.
This
As
is not an assumption.
That's
This is
not an
not an
assumption,
assumption.
but the
Right.
other factors are. Neither is the current price. That's not an
This is
assumption,
right, right.
right?
We'll put red in this. We'll put red. These
Yeah,
are not assumptions at all.
right.
These are what's happening. This can still be changed, and odds are this will be changed, and they're gonna fill it and back. They're gonna lose money probably for the first few days to make it seem like, oh, this is really worth it and
Really,
everything, and then
really
they
cool reward
taper off.
system. Yeah, yeah.
Right. That totally changes the game for you and makes it everything.
Right,
I hope it
let's say that was 20 million that they put there. So they say, hey,
maybe.
for like 2 months, no, just change the, or yeah, whatever you need to do there.
I think we need to go like 1,000 or something.
Oh, sure, that's fine. Yeah,
Really?
so say
Yeah.
this is what we were rolling with. Like that would, okay, granted for places beyond 10th. But again, as they roll things out here, what we will do is we will update the spreadsheet and show you guys in live time what that looks like based on the math for the amount of people that are playing. So, for example, for the first week of this new system, we will take the average payouts for all of that and we will come up with an average for that week, and then we'll plug it in. So if anyone's considering playing or like wants to play, they can see, hey, I can make X amount if I were to play it based on the amount of rewards that they paid out over that week long system. So we will keep this dynamic because, as you can see under the current system, there's likely going to be stuff like Pardon just mentioned that they're going to update, and that's going to be factored in to keep that going. So, do you want to do anything else you want to fill in, Bomb, in terms of the
Yeah.
spreadsheet, or do you want to?
So, for example, let's say the cost is 100, what it is right now, and they say, "Hey, we want to do a tournament for 24 hours."
Right.
Well, what 24 hours looks like is 1,250 dashes. So that means that in 30 minutes, that's what you could walk away with.
Well, yeah, but that's if they don't inject rewards.
Which they probably will, and it's
They will.
understandable.
If
They're
it, I
going
think if
to.
it falls under a certain amount or a threshold, at least to get this thing rolling, right? They're gonna inject in rewards, and it's probably going to be lucrative enough to where people are like, oh my goodness, I can win 2 million tokens by winning
Right.
first place.
Well, of course, they'll inject rewards and take a loss for the first few days because it's not this. this isn't going to work. What they have, I mean,
Yeah, but you mean
it's not
sustainability wise. It's they need to
right.
they
They're
need to
going to be
update it.
bleeding regardless. I feel like
Well, we'll see what the model is. And
we'll
again, we'll
see.
update
Yeah.
the spreadsheet accordingly so that you guys can see. And let us know if that would be helpful if you do want to see the updated spreadsheet in live time based on what the average rewards are paid out or what the rewards get paid out. We're happy to do that to make sure that it's you're kept in the loop mathematically with what's set up there, or at least as far as we can see ahead. So that's the spreadsheet portion. Now, segueing into, are you ready for a segue, Bomb?
Yes.
Okay,
Because
so,
this, like we said, they'll probably just inject this in and take a slow loss. So that's great.
or
That's
there are
kind
other
of my
things.
thought.
There's that whole NFT renting, which we've talked about a little bit further, where you can purchase short-term abilities, right?
Yeah, yeah,
If they throw in that, that's a whole nother revenue stream that can go to a rewards wallet that rewards either NFT holders or the prize pool for this leaderboard, and they could actually do a pretty neat setup if they increase their revenue streams with other things like that.
right.
So,
All right. So that's good.
okay, there is the spreadsheet. Now moving on to NFT holders. Bomb, do you want to kick us off on the NFT holders? And remember, be positive. Be positive for the NFT holders here. For the people, and when I say NFT holders, I mean the people that purchased the, what is it? 2x. Hang on, I just got to get through. No! I wasn't I
Oh.
wasn't I was trying to do two things at once.
Can I play a clip maybe? Maybe that I think that would express kind of how I feel about
Sure.
NFT
Are there
holders
going to
real
be
quick. All right.
copyright issues on this
No,
video?
no, 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 we're good. We're good. If you
Okay.
have an NFT and you were listening to the AMA, I think this short clip,
Wait, hold on. What are you playing?
this short clip sums up just a lot of emotions that I feel about NFT holders right
No,
here.
don't.
And
Okay, hey, you're keeping
we'll
this is
discuss
hey,
it.
this is going to be family friendly, right?
I think it is. I think it
Oh,
is.
well
All
then
right.
no, don't play it if it's iffy there. Keep it. I think it's
I think it
I
is.
think I think from what I would know you would do, you would keep it clean. So just make sure
No, no, you can't say it like that. I was
if
inviting a
you're not
preview.
keeping it clean, keep it off the stream. But if it's
If
clean, bring it on the stream. Okay? So think through whatever it is you're about to
I don't,
play.
well, let me just. That's so. Now I need to take time to look at it and make sure it's family friendly, dude. Oh my goodness,
Okay. Okay.
this is unbelievable. Here we
No,
go.
it's we got to keep this friendly. Okay? So if there's a clip that is not
All right,
family
let me
friendly.
listen to it. Let me listen to it, and then I'll let you know.
Okay. Oh, he is muted. He is gone. So we need to make sure this is clean because Bomb's about to drop something on us. Bomb's about to drop a bomb on us. He's a dirty dog there, Fortune. Thank you. Desolate saying we love to see it, lol. So just want to make sure it's clean in case there are children watching or it's streamed from the living room or who are we joking? But we just want to make sure that there's nothing in there. And I
All
want
right.
to are you ready?
Yes,
Wait,
we
so it's
don't
not a
have.
very long clip then. That sounds
No,
like
no,
it's pretty short.
super short clip. There's
Okay.
no language in it, and I'll cut it off short from what I saw. So we'll be good.
Okay. Okay,
Whoa,
hold
there's
on.
the okay.
So what is
So
this
let me
what is this
explain it again.
for? Yeah.
So for those of you that don't know, and if you didn't watch the AMA, this is like if you hold a multiplier. This is only for people that hold multipliers. And if you're thinking like, hey, what does this mean for me? And I found this clip, and
Oh
I think
no.
it kind of it
I'm
kind of sums
already
it up.
laughing like you were when you were trying to shill me and them all because I feel like this is gonna be
Let me
so
finish.
toxic.
Wait a minute. So if you have a 2x or a 3x or a 5x and you hold Doge Dash, an NFT, this and you listen to the AMA or you didn't, this is how I would say I feel as an NFT holder. And yeah, it's just let's just listen to it and then
What?
give me your thoughts on it. All right, here it is. think you can hear it.
You actually pulled. I'm crying again. Oh my gosh. You pulled up the clip. I referenced this on one of the things. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Does
I don't know if they can hear it though.
abandoned ship, does the Hindenburg ring any bells? Okay, clearly we're not that pessimistic, Bomb. My goodness. I am crying over here. Dude. Oh, that's okay. Go beyond the clip now. What were you gonna say? So your thoughts on NFT holders with 2x or better is is basically not what it was chalked up to be. It was not like, hey, we're gonna be able to earn this amount. But here's the thing: as Pardon's saying, and I've still held on. I'm still crying. I still held on to my 2x. You held on to your 2x and 3x. And we're holding for a reason because we're gonna see what happens. They're gonna release it
on my computer yet. Just kidding. To be fair, we haven't sold our NFTs, so
right.
There's no financial advice, or we're not saying anything like that. But
it does. I will say, after that AMA a week ago, that probably does. And I know we were talking on the Twitter space before, and it was kind of a couple of us that were like, oh, we all bought 2x's or 3x's based on that expectation, and it's no longer going to be that expectation. So
here, play it on yours. Play it on your end real quick because they can't hear it. I think it's funnier if they hear it.
It's funnier if they hear it.
They said, yeah, they said they couldn't hear it.
Oh my goodness! So it's
you gotta play it on your browser there though.
Oh, okay. So here, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can switch.
Just copy the link and then put it up top there.
Okay, what?
I sent you the link.
Why don't you just do the link in the YouTube chat? Can you do the link in the YouTube chat?
No, dude, you gotta post it. You gotta do it on your stream so everyone can see it.
Oh.
Just copy the link and then open up a new tab and then put it in there.
Huh.
Oh no, man.
Here, can you put the link, because I'd have to close out screens, and I did want to make sure that it still gets our faces, and I'd have to redo that. You know what I mean? Could you can you do it in the YouTube chat? I'll do it in the YouTube chat. Just post it in there. We'll get some laughs. It's important. You gotta laugh about some things too. It's important to go. So we got J-Dub is cracking up with the emojis. Desolate's laughing as well. Fortune saying, "Oh, I can't hear." So we'll get that in just a second. Swamp Sniper saying, "Bruh, I'm actually dying over here." Niku can't hear. Doge Dash Trainer, sense of humor, can't buy that. Love you, Bomb. LOL. Swamp Sniper, so aggressive. It's it's so funny because everyone, I feel like you have to be honest with how you feel, right? You can't be like, 100%. Oh, this hurts me, yet I'm gonna say it's all good to everyone else. It's like, no.
Right.
If you're gonna do something and you're gonna be bullish about a project, which we're very bullish about Doge Dash, you have to be honest to have an actual response and let the team know what that response is. And so we definitely want to let people know kind of, what our thoughts about different things are. But why don't we just post it in the chat?
I did.
Oh, you did?
You should be able to pull it up pretty easy, dude, to be honest. But
you put it in the YouTube chat or the?
Yeah, I put it in the YouTube chat so people can pull it up.
Oh, I don't see it in the chat. Was it a comment underneath?
Yeah, I put it in a comment in the live chat.
Oh, I don't know why I'm not seeing it over here. Anyway, thanks for doing that. So that's a little clip from our friend Bomb here, just being low key toxic or pessimistic. I don't know what you want to call it, but
honestly, to be honest, I think a lot of people that tuned into the AMA, me specifically, a lot of them owned NFTs, and when people asked, "Are there any questions?" I think everyone froze because they were like, "Well, I don't want to come off rude and like kind of be mean," and that was my feeling. I was like, well, I got like a lot of questions, like why is it that like, and if like I just, there's so many questions on the thought process of, okay, if you hold an NFT, great, who are you gonna have that's gonna pay for dashes to pay for you. I mean, the second thing we're thinking we haven't even done in the numbers yet is that okay, let's say they break it up into easy, medium, and hard. Like your prize pool is going to go down significantly
Yeah,
if
but
they do that.
I think your big point there, right, is that the NFTs you were basically
Right.
buying based on an expectation that's now unrealized and it looks like is not going to be able to be realized. And so you're kind of
Right.
concerned about the value or the quality of that NFT in direct relation to its application which no longer exists, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I would, and that's again, we're token holders, we're players, and again, we hold a fair amount of tokens, as
Yeah.
well as
Exactly.
we have NFTs. So I think it's helpful because we're not just players. We don't just play the game. We like to play the game, and we think it's a fun game, right? But I think at the end of the day, we also hold NFTs. So I think it's good because we're able to empathize, or I don't know, empathize with the people that purchased NFTs with that expectation because we had that expectation too because that's what was said,
Right.
right? So I get it,
Right.
and I get that that's why for you the 10 out of 10 is something that is not going to be, because I think you would say before this the AMA a week ago you were like 10 out of 10 every single time, like in terms
Oh,
of what they're rolling out.
100%.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
AMA, I literally would leave work early to come home and stream and play the game because I was so hyped about it. And I was like, this is awesome. Let's do it. I'm pumped. And then the last one before this one was like, wait, what? Like I'm not like I was super surprised and I was taken back and I was like, shoot, like what does this mean? And as when the questions were raised and then this one I was like, well, dang it. Like this is a bummer. Like it just feels like they're moving on to the next project is really what I would say. And so it's
Yeah, and
I
I
mean,
would say
it is what it is.
they're trying to create a model that is sustainable across the board, right? And they're trying to move to that
Right.
right away, right now. But I think that there are a lot of NFT holders and a lot that have reached out to us and have said, and like I'm not saying like one or two or three, that have said, I feel like really disappointed because this is what I
100%.
was expecting, and I came up with the cash based on calculations that I had made, and now that's not going to be the case. Yeah, so what if it gives me points? Like it's not the same reason that I purchased it, and it's not what I have to look forward to based on what was kind of pitched. So
But no, wait, Finn, let me show you something. See, when you say points, have you taken a look at the most recent spreadsheet on what you can get? Look at this. So,
stop,
so,
stop. You're
so if you have a 2x and you take first place, and you
you
get
just killed me because I was laughing. You
you get 60 bucks.
okay?
Wait.
We get the stop. So the stop. You're gonna keep killing me in these games by getting me to laugh.
Equals
so
10,000
here's
divided by.
the thing. Are
It'll
you?
only take you 50 days to make up the cost of an NFT.
Okay, so we understand
I'm sorry.
NFTs are the last kind of the last horizon where I think if they could, and the recommendations that we've continued to funnel through, just died. The NFTs that we've completely funneled, the suggestions that we've continued to funnel through have all been like, hey, look, this is about as much of a sustainable model as we can surmise based on what we know. And here's
Right,
not a super sustainable model, but something that you could do for 3 to 6 months that would make those
right,
NFT holders, based on what they were told, feel way less let down and like they could make their money back for that investment that they put into the
right.
NFT project. So those
Um,
have been lofted. And again, I think we have a
yeah,
good amount of trust in the team for what they've done to at least be receptive to different things that have been put
right,
forward. And again, we're all getting to see what they're releasing, what they're coming out with. It's really cool stuff. I think just kind of the last thing that we got kind of bummed about was the fact that like people had purchased NFTs based on an expectation that they changed before it had any time to be realized. So we'll see
right.
what happens, but
I think Amen. So the 2x and 3x useless now? Question mark. I think To be honest, I don't think the 3x is going to be useless because you only have, I think, 25 ultra rares. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think
Yeah.
we're like in the 20s for ultra rares. So there's only 20 spots that are going to be taken with those, which means that the 3x is will be very useful still, I think, for the tournament play for your to make some money, and you
Yeah.
can walk away with a $50 or something like that potentially.
Yeah, I mean, and again,
Or again, yeah, I
this is
mean,
making assumptions based on them not putting any rewards or coming up with
right,
any
right,
linked rewards wallets from sales made on anything to
right,
link to this leaderboard play. Which again, if you
right,
were to do it that way, it would be 100% sustainable still, and the reward prize pool would increase. So
right. So
that I'm
they're 100% gonna do something to increase the prize pool because based on the mathematics of the numbers that Paul just said himself and the numbers that we have to work with, they're either gonna raise the price of a dash tremendously or they're going to flood the market on or not flood the market, flood the prize pool tremendously so that it makes you feel like you're missing out and you're not getting it. But that's not when they said it was self-sustained. That's not self-sustainable because they're technically going into the reward wallet. But I think in the long run, they can just taper that out and then it'll just be
right,
user
or
friendly.
unless it came from other sources to fund that prize
Right,
pool.
right.
The people that I feel the worst about from this are people that are not winning consistently in the game that just got a 2x or a 3x for a
Mm-hmm.
leisurely casual, hey,
Making of the money.
I just want to play on easy or medium because I'm not going to dedicate the time to get super
Right.
good, but I want to donate or not donate, invest the cash to get an NFT into it. So I'm going to get the comments here for a sec. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's useless, and definitely because of what they're going to be coming out with that they've said, there's going to be opportunities and potential for a lot more
Mm-hmm.
for these things. So just keep an eye out on
Right.
that. I just think with what we thought it was going to be when we all purchased it, that's changed. So just
Right.
know that as well. Fortune says, yeah, unless you make leaderboard for now, it is my understanding. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. So yeah, and that's what I was just saying. Those are the people that I feel bad for. Fortune
Right.
just highlighted that the people that are not on the leaderboard that just wanted to play for like an hour or two that aren't like crazy good at the game that just wanted to earn a little bit more than they would have earned like by times 2 or times 3, and that doesn't look like that's going to be possible anymore. So we'll see
Yeah.
what is done. I think they're hearing the community feedback here, which is really important, and they're going
Right.
to do what they can to make that right. I would say the worst thing that can be done here is for people to just withdraw, sell their NFTs. They're out. Wasn't what I was promised. Wasn't what was said. If you've got to do that, I get it. I'm not going to do that. Bomb is not going to do that right now yet because we
How
want
dare
to.
you tell me?
Mom's not gonna do it. He's just gonna play YouTube clips.
I
Uh,
don't know. Yeah, I'm
but
just
we want to,
laughing about it.
and we want to see
Yeah.
what they come out with, right? Like, what's this
Right.
gonna look like? What's the structure? And then give an appropriate, time to say, hey, this isn't what I would have liked it to be, or what other community or NFT holders would like it to be. Could we change this or make it this? And just
Right.
keep those suggestions flowing so that they can actually do something about it because they know where the frustration lies. Trainer said, we won't know what is useful until players play, and the people who are good enough to play won't always be the same. You don't want them to hold the rewards wallet at 10 billion and do nothing with it. They'll just use it from time to time, from what I'm hearing. Yeah, and again, they can definitely use that rewards wallet for funding a lot of this as it tapers down to a self-sustainable model. If they're going to taper it down to a self-sustainable model, what I just think would be cool for them to do is to have part of that tapering be giving it to NFT holders to give them the opportunity to earn outside of the leaderboard for a specified amount of time. Go ahead, Bomb. You've
I have
got
a
your hand
question.
up there. I see.
Thank you. Did I heard in the AMA that there was loot boxes or something
Yes.
he was talking about? What did you guys hear from that and what does that
So,
mean?
well, he was saying that it would be something that would like could potentially, from my understanding, like could give you like abilities or give you like a two x or two times for.
Oh, so
I
what we
think
said, but you get it in game like you capture it, or is it where you buy it?
No,
I think
I
it's
think
probably
you
where you buy
capture
it.
it. No, I think you
Oh,
capture
capture
it
it.
in game. So he said like
Oh,
casual gamers would be able to, just from like playing the game, they could get these boxes, and then they would have the ability to like have special abilities or something for a certain amount of time. Why are you smirking? I see you smirking over there. What are you
so, so that means you can get loot boxes and then have the same exact abilities of an NFT holder that spent 3 grand.
No, for a certain amount of, it's like renting or
No, I get it. I get it. I get
yeah.
it. I get it. I'm just saying, it's funny.
Yeah, I
Oh,
get it, because I
goodness.
think what their whole crux for that was to get new adopters, so that
Right, that's
like
their only way. That
you
exactly.
can encourage people and incentive getting new adopters.
Which I think they realize what we were saying is that you're not. I mean, we've told them you're not going to get new adopters if you have just it dominated by NFT holders all the time,
Right.
and I think that's why they're implementing this loot box thing because they're realizing it now.
Yeah.
A-Man said Paul mentioned that KYC will be in a couple of weeks. What does that mean? Even in this new system, you can't claim.
So that was what we were talking about before the stream. So that was my question. If KYC is later, and unless you do the KYC, are you going to basically be waiting to withdraw your tokens even under the new system until that time period? Because my understanding was they were initially planning on releasing all of them at once, right? It was going to be kind
Right,
of synonymous. But again, I've had
dude.
tokens in I've had tokens in the like portal for a while. I mean, 2 more weeks or however more weeks until the KYC isn't going to change the world for me. I'll just wait until that KYC comes out, and I don't mind having the portals stored in the
Yeah, but
the coins, the tokens stored in the portal, the
if you
portals.
can only take out 100,000 every 6 hours, like that's gonna take a
You're implying that I
couple
have
of
like
days.
900 million tokens in my portal. I
I'm
don't
just
have that many.
saying.
Don't have that many. I'll
I
set
have
up a
never played
parrot
Subway
or something.
Surfers. There you go. I've never played Subway Surfers, so I actually don't know what mystery boxes are like in there. Uh, but yeah, no. Again, they said they're gonna make the game actually easier. From what I heard, that they're actually going to make the game, like for new players, easier to win. So
Just
because he
jumped
said
into
like
the water.
a ton of the team can't win on easy or something. So I think that'll make more people want to play it and continue to play it. I think you're gonna have to, like Finn and I were saying, you're gonna have to monitor the people that play easy because, like, for example, let's say I have a 2x or a 3x, and I'm just getting beat by 5x players, or perhaps people that have the same NFTs as me but are just better, playing more and stuff like that. Then I'm just gonna move down to easy, focus on easy, and I'm gonna get all the new players' wallet, like their
Well,
dashes, and I'm gonna
well,
have an NFT and play
that would
that.
be if they have 3 leaderboards right now,
Right.
right? And no ranking system. Um, but I think they're gonna start out with one leaderboard, which kind of draws back to, it could. It's very likely going to be focused on quantitative gameplay rather
Right.
than quality gameplay, which to some degree is going to help out gamers that aren't as good now or could beat elite now like crazy, because then if the levels are all easier, it's just going to be about the amount of time you play. And if someone that holds a 2x or a 3x can only play for like 2 hours, heck, you can game for 14 hours and you can beat those people. Now, whether or not the rewards are
Right.
going to be worth it, well, you can wait to make that determination when that comes out and more info is released. But
Right.
oh, thanks Yoshi. Yoshi just saying, don't forget to click the thumbs up on the video and like the stream. Thanks for saying that, Yoshi. And then we got
I'm
Fortune.
excited
Fortune,
for Monday. I will say, I'm
yeah,
ready. I'm
it's
excited to see what happens.
it's definitely something where, like I said, Bomb and I both, we hold 2x or better, and we're holding on to them for a reason. We want this project to continue to go the direction it's going. We're very bullish on it. So Let's see. J-Man saying, guys, don't forget to thank you for that. Doge Dash Trainer, Hype Man, Fortune saying bullish. Absolutely. We are super bullish on the project. I think anyone that is bullish on the project and investing in the project doesn't do so blindly. I don't know if you guys just like spread your funds into crypto, but for us, we like to do research on projects and we feel like there is so much to be excited about with this project. So looking forward to seeing that continue to just keep going.
Right.
All right, so Doge Dash Trainer saying we got to remember to copyright strike the fake Doge Dash collections on OpenSea. Can someone tweet that? Yeah, I think that's for someone that's never been on OpenSea. I think that's super important to just because there's nothing that's really like other than the pure quantity and the amount of trades, right? But if you're new to crypto and you just see like Doge Dash official and it's an OpenSea thing, right? I feel like so many people would click on that and purchase these fake NFTs. So I think that is a super important point. Thanks for bringing that up, Trainer. And Fortune saying Doge Dash dual discussions. Love that.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
Quadruple D over here?
Oh yeah.
Um,
I think again, like we're saying, I mean, literally right when Paul said 20,000 dashes a day, I instantly did the math in my head and I said, oh no. I was like, oh no, like that's not going to be good. So I do agree that they're going to probably pump it and put a lot of stuff in there. So I'm not saying I'm not going to play. I will probably continue to play and see where I end up on the leaderboard. I think a lot of people that have 5Xs actually won't be playing
that's a good
because
point.
NFT sharing is not a thing yet. And so I think a lot of people are nervous. And like Pardon was saying, a lot of these outside deals with people
No.
that are saying, hey, either send me your NFT uh, or you're sending your NFT to somebody, it's very difficult to keep a track of, and they can easily just walk away with your NFT. So you gotta, if you are doing it, you gotta trust the person, and there's a long process to that. So I think a lot of people will not be having NFTs that are going to be competing in this first tournament, which is going to open the door for a lot of players to actually make something on it if they flood the prize pool, of course, because according to the numbers, they're going to need to.
Well,
Because it's not going to
from what we can see based on the assumptions that are plugged in, a couple of
there's
disclaimers there.
there's only one assumption that we're making though. You made me die on the last jump.
Are you upset about that?
I'm very upset. I wanted to win, but we're only making one assumption: is that they keep the price of play the same.
No,
That's the only assumption.
you're also making the assumption that they're not going to inject anything in
Oh, that's
there.
what I said. That's what I said. They're going to have to inject. That's the only thing.
Right. And we're also making the assumptions based on the percentage distribution.
We're giving no. We're giving a hefty like we're okay. You're laughing. Here it is for people that don't know it. Chill me this.
No,
Trainer.
stop. Stop. Toxic.
Just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
But again,
Yeah.
this is also the current price remaining where it's at. So times
Oh.
times five the current price. So
No,
say,
let's put it back to our all-time high. Actually, let's do that. Let's say 3.
yeah,
0.03. So yeah, you could
yeah,
make like
100%.
$900.
And that's if that's 10% and it doesn't slowly
Oh
taper from
yeah,
there.
it's probably be like right here.
Yeah, and they'll consistently it'll be like 540, 500, 450 and down from there, which that's not bad. It's not bad at all. And that's in only a 24-hour time period.
So you can make $182,000 a year. That's not a bad salary at all.
No.
If you play every day. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean
that's terrible.
It's good if you like.
It'll raise the price this way, I think, is the key thing to take a look at. If you're an investor, I would say that this is going to raise the price of Doge Dash, because then you're gonna have not a lot of people selling, and if they are selling, they're only selling $60, so they'll probably just hold and say, "Hey, nobody's gonna be selling really with this model." I don't think so.
Right, because the big thing about the model right now is you have players that are It's almost like if you think poker table, you have players that are basically walking up to the table with $5 and they're leaving the table with like a couple hundred, right? That's the model that you have set up, and that's obviously going to drain the bank pretty quickly. And so they're trying to make it sustainable. They're trying to make it so that it's not just about, oh, you know can we make as many rewards as possible from the game, but how can we get the price to where it's traded, it's a tradable, as well as almost marketplace currency. Yet if it's constantly depreciating, then it's not really worth anything under the current model. So we'll see what they do, but we'll change the numbers. We'll update it based on whatever rewards they put in there, and we can change it and just update it in live time. It looks like Bomb wants to see an increased cost per dash there.
If they don't inject, they're gonna have to increase the cost per dash, and I think you could increase the cost per dash on elite, and the elite players would be fine with it.
I would agree.
Elite players are already super competitive, so I think you could do that and you could get away with it. Which I'm thinking they probably will already. They've already thought of it. And they're probably already going to do it.
I've got a question for you, Bomb. Shoot. Under what they said, they're going to make the game easier. Plus, you're going to have an extra life with your NFTs. I mean, what is Elite going to look like for you then?
I think they're going to be making easier. I think Elite is going to stay at the same level, if not harder.
I don't think that's what they're planning on doing. I think they're planning on making it more inclusive, where it's not less like glamour. The glamorous gamer.
That could be it. That really could be it. And I could see that happening to where medium is considered elite now, or like hard, right? And that's considered elite.
Didn't they say they wanted to revert back to kind of their demo game roots because they had a lot of people playing the demo? Hold on. JDub is saying, can you guys share the link? Sorry if you said you were. I was offline for a bit. Can you Google Doc it or similar so we can see updates as you make it? Yes, my take is easy and medium will become easier to bring in new gamers again. I could be wrong though. Yeah, we can. So we can share. What we don't want to do is, and like again, this is based on assumptions that we are making, and so we actually talked about this, and one of our concerns were if we no, I was talking and thinking.
We don't want it spread around.
Right, and then it's like, oh, Bomb and Finn shared this thing and said that this is what it was. And it's like, well, if we are sharing it on our stream, it's included with the disclaimer that, like, this is a lot of assumptions and this is not official and all that stuff. And we don't want to kind of tarnish what Doge Dash rolls out or what they take beyond that with stuff that might not actually be the case. So for now, we might do that when they actually release it and we can test the numbers with what is actually there, and the assumptions are either very limited or minimal, or there's a lot of data there that's just like, it is what it is, it's what you see. But right now we're just making a ton of assumptions, and we don't want it to circulate where it's like, no, this is it, this is how much you earn, and like, oh, this is either great or this is terrible. Because I think right now with the NFT holders specifically, 2x or better, they're already kind of struggling from that loss of that promissory note where they were like, yeah, I'm going to buy this based on it having this value based on what was said, and now I don't want to spread any kind of misinformation there that could just light that candle.
If you need us to pull up the doc, we'll take a look at it again too. Like, that's fine.
Yeah, let us know.
Let's be honest, the KYC will dump the coin as heck. They have people that have XX millions, and imagine all the people whom are waiting for the KYC. That's a great point. I think another thing you need to think about is, I think a lot of people are wanting the KYC because they want to sell and get out of here. And that it sounds suspicious. I really hate to say it, but people that push for the KYC so much, I mean, to a point I get it, but to another point, it's like, why are you guys trying to rush it so much? And I think a lot of the checks and balances need to be made to see, because I think there are a lot of people that could be trying to bot it or cheat on this game. So I trust that they're making the right decision on a lot of them, and so I'm just gonna wait and see. And that's why I told Pardon and a few other people. They said, hey, if you need me to validate you, like, go ahead and send me your stuff, because I know you're doing it on stream and everything. But I think I think I told Finn and everybody else that I'm just not sending mine in because it backlogs people that are nervous or already upset about it, because I really don't care. Like, I'm holding on anyways, right? And so I'm just going to keep my coins and tokens and hope for the best. But I think people are trying to sell out as quickly as they can, maybe because they don't want to get caught, in my opinion. And so that's my thought. I don't know how many cheaters there are, or if there are any cheaters, but that's just what it sounds like to me when people say that. But
Copy
that's my
that.
perspective.
I think to some degree there could be people that are like panicking, and they're
Yeah,
just in the overall crypto market, they're looking at prices crash and they're like, oh, I wanted to sell like three when it was three times higher than it is now, but I'm not able to.
right.
Another
That's fair.
stopgap that I think is going to be important that they have is that you can only withdraw, what is it, 100,000 tokens every 6 hours, right?
Right.
So I feel like that's going to mitigate a lot of the massive sell-offs that would just happen once KYC is official,
Right.
because I think that will kind of get factored in with the other purchases that are ongoing. I don't know, we'll see,
Right.
but that's what my thoughts are. And then I noticed we had a couple of comments again. I will get to them right after this level, or unless Bomb finishes first.
Oh yeah. I'm
Are
ready for
you?
the new variations. I'm excited for it. But yeah, I do think they are going to make the game easier as well. I think that's going to make it so a lot more people can play, and it's going to be more interesting. And I do think that I think it would be smart for them if they made it to where uh what is it? Hard is considered elite again. And the reason being is that it makes it so that, one, the prize pool will be bigger, and it'll give more people chances to win, which means that holding an NFT would make it more valuable to where it's not dominated. Because once NFT sharing comes out, then your best players are going to get the NFTs and they're going to dominate the leaderboards, in my opinion. Right.
So why
So
wouldn't you get rid of NFT sharing for any NFT that doesn't hold a special ability, and then you just have NFT renting?
say that
You mean
again.
like an in-game ability. So any NFT that's like 2x, 3x, or 5x, NFT
100%.
sharing isn't allowed.
I
But
would agree. Yeah, I would.
right?
I would say that they should do that,
Because I feel
because
like people don't really
once
care
you
about
do that,
NFT sharing anymore, since it's you can't get
well,
the
people that
earnings that
can't
people
win
were
do.
factoring in that they were going to get those earnings,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
And so then that way it makes it where NFTs are super important, and it's like, no, you're gonna want to hold on to them, and then, one, get good at the game, or two, 9780 for Bomb. Come on,
I
there's
don't
no
I think
way.
that would be a record for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Igor? What about the loot boxes? Yeah, I think the loot boxes are gonna help. It's, yeah, 9520. Uh, the loot boxes are going to help because it's going to give people that don't have NFTs those abilities, which I think is a good idea. But it's like, again, it feels like the NFT holders are getting gypped when you do it that way. It's like, well, shoot, like, they're getting loot boxes. I think they should have to pay for them, in my opinion. I think Doge Dash should make it so it's like a rental process where they have their marketplace and says, hey, you want to play for a 2x? It costs this amount of coins or whatever. And I think
That
they
would
could do it
be
that
that would
way.
be dope to have in the marketplace, and then a
Yeah,
portion of those sales would just go to either the NFT holders being able to play outside of leaderboard pay,
it's a
or
great
the
idea.
just whispering that in there, or the leaderboard overall rewards, and just upping the prize pool from that, because that's a significant chunk that can get circulated and be kept in the same ecosystem and get
Right,
circulated and distributed among the team as well as holders. Because I feel like a lot of new players would be like, oh, special ability, buy,
right.
and they would be excited
Right.
about that.
And yeah. And so I do agree that you should lock NFT sharing for multipliers, because that way it pushes people that are good. Like, okay, I'm going to take the investment, and you can raise the price on NFTs, which is fine. But I think the key thing is that once NFT sharing comes out, everybody that's good at the game is going to rent them, which means that the leaderboard of the top 100 is going to be dominated by the top 5Xs and the top X amount of 3Xs. I mean, that's what's just going to happen. Like, I don't see how that's not going to happen. Like,
True, because you'd
one,
want to
why
get
wouldn't
value. You'd
yeah,
want to get value for the
right.
NFTs that you hold.
So why wouldn't a player do that? I mean, it just doesn't. It's not going to make sense. So I think they're going to probably have to do something like that because that's going to ruin the leaderboard for people. So
yeah,
we'll see. I'm I'm excited about it because holding an NFT for these early days could be important because they can't NFT share, and so if a good player doesn't own it, it's gonna be it's gonna be good for people that have a
ooh,
2x or 3x because they're gonna make the leaderboard, I think, pretty easily. So
especially as they're trying to make it lucrative starting out, right?
right. So I think they're going to inject in the prize pool a good amount of tokens to make it seem, hey, this is a great idea that we did. You're going to want to play in this leaderboard because it's the best thing ever. They're going to inject a ton in there. So I think the first day, week, and everything, it's going to be pretty big prize pools. And then they're going to taper off later on when Doge Dash versus Zombies come out and stuff like that. Or Dash versus Zombies or Zombie Dash, however you want to say it.
All right, and we got some comments here. So we have J-Dub saying, lift your game, need to break the record and lift average from the 95 to 9600. Still destroy me, though. Fortune saying Doge Dash token in the loot boxes, too. You can keep even if you don't win the game. Did I hear that right? Oh, that would be interesting,
I
right?
like that.
If you
That's
actually
cool.
got tokens that you could just go straight to your portal, and they
Yeah.
could just be a portion of like 0.5% of the rewards wallet that just got circulated back. That'd be kind of neat. I like that idea.
Yeah.
In this space, Sanders spoke about the ability to buy abilities for a single use per game with Doge Dash potentially,
Cool.
which will bring the ability to players who don't have an NFT. People will want them.
Love it.
Price will go up. Yeah, I think that would be
That
pretty
needs to
cool.
happen.
J Dub, yes, yay Finn.
I mean, just real quick on that, who wouldn't want that? You know, like maybe NFT holders are
Right,
like, that's dumb because then they can get you. But it's a cost, and then if you looped that back into helping NFT holders, they'd be all for it, in my opinion. But
right.
go ahead. Yeah, that's my thought.
No, I think
I'm all
that's a
for
great
it.
thought. I think that's what people want to see. People want to see. I think any way you can supply value to the overall ecosystem, and you can do it in a
Right,
way that like it would get new players on board, and they can do these in-game purchases, if you will, to help everyone that's already there in some way,
right,
or especially NFT holders. That's just value that people want to see, and I think
yeah,
that would be huge. I still think like the one area that they can they can help out in is the 2x, 3x, and 5x, because I think that there's so much there that there is possible there, right? And there's
right.
so much that can be capitalized on that, or is even unrealized at this point, which is another reason I'm still holding mine, because I'm waiting to see.
Dude,
Did you just
I
jump
knew
into
it.
the water?
Yeah, I was trying to go for more coins because J Dub said my score was so bad, and I wanted to do better, and I messed up.
That's the
Messed
funny thing
up.
about getting the coins is like if you go after coins and you end up dying as a result, it's like what would I have gotten? Maybe 200 more tokens. Is that worth like
It's not worth
the
it.
9,000 that I just missed out on because I didn't win the game? But
Yeah,
I get it. We're competitive. Scores matter,
yeah,
you know. How many
yeah.
elites
No,
have you won? You won a couple already, right?
I think it's like only 2 or 3 today so
Oh.
far. But yeah, no. Again, I'm excited for it because NFT sharing is kind of, unless they did, if somebody did some side, I died on level 1. If somebody did some side thing, other than that, I think there's a very few amount of people that have 3x and higher that can beat the game consistently.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say.
Do you want to address GWiz's comment and then below? I think GWiz did
Yeah,
something we
yeah.
haven't
Let me
gotten to.
finish this.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, I think it's an exciting period for Doge Dash. I think
I
it's
do think, I sorry. Go ahead.
yeah.
Sorry,
No,
I
go
just
for it.
interrupted you again. I'm so
No,
sorry.
you're fine. Go for it.
I do think this change is going to make the price go up.
Yeah.
I will say that. I think for long term, it'll make the price go up because one, you're not going to have as many people selling as much, and two, it's just healthier for the coin.
Yeah.
Let me read these real quick. All right, so Gee Whiz, waiting for KYC myself. Don't get me started on the broken cheat detection. Submitted 3 videos totaling 1 hour of gameplay footage. LOL.
Oh my goodness.
That's rough, dude. I'm sorry, geez. I mean, I don't know. That is, you must have a big bag. I'll tell you that much. So congrats for that. Good luck on KYC. That'll come out in the next week or so, I guess.
Good luck. Good luck. We're all rooting for you there, Gee Whiz.
I don't know. I don't know what to say there. Really, I think, like A-Man said, I think they're afraid of. They're probably staggering it as much as they can.
Well, I think that's why they're doing 100K for 6 hours,
Right.
right? But I think that's
Because
staggering it enough to where they'll be fine. I really do.
yeah, right. But
You
it's
can
like,
only
okay,
liquidate so quickly with that.
right. I mean, that's true. Yeah.
I mean,
So
yeah, say you
yeah,
had 10 million tokens in your bank, right? So if you
yeah,
even stayed up all day, did it
100 days,
six,
right?
well, if you did it
No.
6 hours, so four
So that's
times a
4 a
day,
day.
4 times a day would be
400,000.
one, right? I don't know
Yeah.
where I was going with those numbers, but basically, I don't know. I'm in the middle of the game. You crunch the numbers. Do a
Yeah,
spreadsheet. Put them into a
400
spreadsheet.
400,000. So let's say you have 10 million coins.
Yeah. So 10 million coins. So that means you
Let
can
me get some.
withdraw 4 times a day at 100,000 per withdrawal.
100,000
So that's 400,000 that you can withdraw a day. So I just was doing the math as I was playing. So
equals
yeah.
this divided by 400. No.
No,
Yes.
400,000.
Yes. So
Right.
25 days.
Right. So in 25 days, you could liquidate your entire.
Ah!
I know. We both died doing the math. This is why math shouldn't
No,
happen
I
at all.
clicked back into the game and it
Oh no.
unpaused.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
25 days. That's not bad. I mean, I feel bad.
Yeah, that
Some
is.
people
But
hold like
20,
30
that's,
million, and it's like 3 months before they can
yeah,
cash out. Which
but that's saying you only get like 6 hours of sleep and
no,
you're doing
that's
it
yeah,
every hour.
yeah. That is also true. So it's likely going to
So
take
it'll
like a month
probably
and a
take a
half.
month and a half.
Right. Something like that.
Yeah. But
But
maybe Cheese Whiz has way more than 10 million.
and that's also helpful for all of us, because imagine if everyone, once KYC was active, just dumped their.
Offloaded.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense. It
that
makes
would
sense, to be honest.
completely crash the price, especially because most of the better players are still locked up in KYC right now,
Right.
right? So you'd have all of those people with huge bags that would just be dumping at once.
Lumping.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would not look good. That would be
Yep.
very
Yep.
bad. So let's keep the price high. I'm fine
Dude.
with that. I think. No, here we go, people.
Died to the lag.
Oh yeah, we live.
So I see Monday morning. Here's what I see Monday morning.
Okay.
Or Monday. Let me put it that way. Monday. I see it as the leaderboard drops, system goes down for a little bit, leaderboard drops. I mean, with this strategy and with what they have going on, we'll see new maps and new variations 100%, because there's no point not to have new maps and new variations. So they're going to implement new maps, new variations to those maps. I still think there's going to be easy or normal, hard, and elite. One leaderboard.
I mean,
Price is still going to be 100 tokens as well.
I think you could be right. We'll see what the system is. They're gonna roll it out, and then we'll take it from there. I think kind of ending impressions on the AMA. So today there wasn't a ton dropped, but there was Zombie Dash. There was a
Right.
clip that was shared a
Which
little
was
bit
cool.
ago. Yeah, I shared that on Twitter myself. I think what the team is saying about that is spot on. I think it takes what they did with Doge Dash and it kind of amps it up. It kind of takes it to the next level in terms of gameplay. And I'm curious. I want to play that game. I'm looking forward to playing that game and streaming it. I don't know. Is it going to be a good game to stream? Do you think, Bomb? If it's like
It's going to be hard because you're going to have to be paying attention the whole time.
Right. And not only are you going to have to be paying attention, but you're like, say you were streaming for 3 hours while you're playing the game. What happens if like you want to get a top score of like 5 hours? Do you just like have to keep streaming? Do you like
I
try to
don't know.
adjust the stream in live time? Like there's
That's too far forward.
I know. I'm sorry. I just go there. All right, comments. We've
I'm
got
just
Fortune saying still infinite possibilities. Appreciate all of those the puns. They keep us going. They're like the fuel in the rocket ship.
that's
G
true.
Wiz saying definitely people will sell. Me personally, not selling a single token. I was looking forward to staking 100% of it. Yeah, that's also kind of a bummer. I feel like for a lot of players is that they can't, under the current system, they can't stake the winnings that they made. Right.
Right.
I almost
Right.
view it as kind of your tokens right now that you've won are locked. You can't do anything with them, and that's why people are like, "Oh, don't you want to like liquidate?" And I'm like, I don't really care. I mean, I'm not, like Bomb said, I'm not like seeking to sell right now. So it
Right.
just is a kind of a bummer that you can't make anything, or that what would have been cool is your earnings that were sitting in the portal waiting to be collected. If you pass the KYC, they were like automatically staked. And so if you pass the
Mm,
KYC, you kind of earn token interest on that. But anyway, that's
yeah.
something else. So Desolate saying, gee whiz, same, I'm going to stake at least 10 million. Wow. Go Desolate. Checkpoint saying, Zombie Dash has me excited for sure. IDK, why it just gives me Call of Duty zombies type of vibes, trying to live a long time, lol. I Man said, I disagree with you, Bomb. PvP, they both should know the map, so if they change the variation, it will be lose lose. I think so. This is actually interesting. So this is what I was really looking forward to, a map change, because I think that's where it would be really interesting to stream with Bomb and to show
Mm-hmm.
like, hey, this is us learning it. And if you watch two people that are relatively good at the game learning a new map, you're gonna learn like twice as quickly, and you can like be talked through.
I'm gonna say this. I really wish they would announce when they're going live with the new system. I think they should post something tomorrow and say, hey, here is our plan on our time zone of when we plan on going live so that people can prepare their sleeping schedules. But that's
Not to
just me.
mention any names, but it's Monday. Aren't you
So
gonna? Don't you have to work?
I mean, it's Doge
Oh,
Dash,
I'm sick. I can't come in. I'm
I can't come in. I'm sick. Are you saying like, come on, dude? Ah,
gonna find your
and
boss and shoot him a message on LinkedIn. Hey, by the
I
way, here's Bomb
here
right now.
here's the link to the stream.
Yeah, he's
Um,
totally sick right now.
no, but I think it's very smart for them to come out with a new map when the leaderboard system launches. I think it would, dare I say, behoove them to not come out with
Dare I
not
say, dude?
if let me put it this
No,
way.
you made me laugh and jump early there.
It's fine.
You
They're
loser.
going to be they will come out with a new map and new variations of maps when they do this new leaderboard. Reason being, the amount of dashes that people are going to have to go through is going to exponentially increase, which means the prize pool will go from $60 to maybe 200 or something. So
What? What happened?
I died making a joke about that. So yeah, like I'm saying, 30,000. Let's say it raises up to 50,000. You're playing for a lot more money. Oh wait, hold up. You're playing for $100 that way if you get 10%. So yeah, I think they will. Any speculation how much longer staking will last? I don't know. They're getting rid of 60. I would say in the next few weeks they get rid of 30. That's my opinion. At Nick he didn't say the loot box is 100%. He said it was something they were considering. There's a lot, and I mean a lot going on behind the scenes by the sounds of it. Yeah, I would agree with you, J Dub. Doge Dash Trainer says there's going to be a new staking model. Yeah, so staking will still be there, but new model. Doge Dash Trainer said maybe they'll make the new staking NFT people get higher rewards for staking. That could be the case.
Ooh, what if it was times two your staking rewards if you were like an NFT holder?
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, we should probably wrap up pretty soon here. JDub, also, if anyone finds information outdated or social media areas that need updating from Doge's perspective, email the team. That'd be cool. But I wonder what's the bleed for staking, because that can't be sustainable too. Exactly. Niku said, I'm guessing that the new staking would be where you can stake your NFTs. Oh, interesting. Fortune said, like the sound of that. G Wiz says, my meta is still useful. X Halo Eyes for new map, then multiplier when you get comfortable. But what if you have a combo of X Eyes and the multiplier? Bing, bing. Doge Dash Trainer says loot boxes would be good because, whoa! Hi. Okay, sorry, someone came to my room. Loot boxes would be good because Sander said it would go to prize pool. 100%.
All right. Do you want to do a final dash? It sounds like you might have to go over there. You're now
I have
in the dark.
company. Yes.
Can you do a final dash?
I'll do a final dash, and then we will call it a day for me here. So,
all right, copy
excited
that.
for Monday.
Oh yeah. So
maybe a stream tomorrow? I don't know. That could be fun.
Yeah, I'll stream tomorrow. We can. I like keeping the conversation going. I think that's important, and I think was that your final dash? That's what you're gonna do.
I'm gonna finish out.
But yeah, I think it's important. Keep the conversation going, having people discuss 100%. Things that they think could be potentially improved, and we just elevate the ideas. That's all we can do.
Yeah.
We just send them on the angel wings of Dash, and we just send them up to the team.
Yeah.
We just give them the super jump ability.
I do. I think they're gonna work it out. And again, I think they're new to this. Everybody's new to play to earn, right? It's just a new thing overall. So to say, hey, they're doing it wrong, they'll figure it out if they are. To be honest, like they'll say, shoot, we lost the player number because we did this, and then they're going to revert back to something else and look at new strategies. So, all in all, I know they're going to do the right thing because I know Paul is super passionate about it and the team is super passionate about it, and they are making things work and they're coming out with a ton of different things. So I'm still super excited about it. It's just kind of feels like almost a little bit of a letdown right now with NFTs because they just went a certain direction and they just didn't notice what was happening, I guess, at the time. So I think they're going to change some things, and then maybe sometimes you have to take a step back to go 2 steps forward, and maybe that's what we're seeing right now. So.
Wise words there, Bomb. Wise words.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I accidentally clicked hard too.
This is the last one though. I have to go after this.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna pause when I get up here. So we have J-Dub saying, also worth noting is that in the AMA, Paul said it's based on dashes used, not dashes bought. So all about game. Yeah, I actually thought that was really interesting. I heard that and I was like, oh, really? So
I was super impressed by that. I know. Yeah. I was like, yes, that's very smart and very good.
Right.
But that's why we said it was 30 or 20,000. He said dashes played in 24 hours. That's why we use that number.
Right. Yep. It was right. So. It was right there. So we're not fudging the data, people. The data is coming straight from Paul. Right. But again, honestly, there's assumptions there.
I would raise the price.
You would raise.
Honestly, I would. What is it? What is it, like 2 cents to play around?
Right? No, what? I messed up there. I'm gonna just. I have another life. I'm playing on hard.
I do think 2 cents is very low, so I think you could double that to do like 5. Let's do 5 cents. Do it at 500, and you'd have a much better. Better prize pool.
I don't think. I mean, that's the crazy thing, right? You double the price, and it's almost like the price of Doge Dash doubles in terms of what that means for the rewards, right? Every time you raise the price by that amount, it's like if the price did that same thing. So I'm fine with the price being like times 3, to be honest, because really quickly. Well, think about it this way: when the price was. When we were basically like a 0 away from where we are at now, right? So when we were back there, the game cost way more technically to play. So even if we returned to that, even in the current setup, why would people?
I don't think anyone would care.
Yeah, no one would care about it because it would be exactly what they were paying before technically to play.
Right.
The price per play has gone down.
I mean, I would probably not do it for the first week just because bugs and how everyone would be feeling. I think that would be another pain point where it's like, come on, you raised the price from 100 to 500. Now I can't win anything. You know,
Oh,
I
like a
would
source of
wait probably.
frustration, you mean?
Right. So I would wait a week or something before implementing the price changes, but say, hey,
Oh
look,
my god.
this is how much you were paying beforehand, and it's going to raise the prize pool as well. So I would quote unquote bleed for the first week and take your loss and add funds to it from the reward wallet for the first week, then raise the price and lessen the skill percentage, because I do think they're going to do that. I think it's going to make it super easy. My question is, how are they going to do it between easy, normal, and elite? Are those even going to be a thing anymore?
No, I think they're going to be a
Right?
thing so people can still earn on them. What I'm curious is, are they going to have their own separate leaderboard?
I doubt it.
Well, I don't think initially they will, but I think that that's something that they're talking about, having potentially three
Right.
different leaderboards. Hey,
Right.
Pyre,
Yeah.
welcome. Hello, Finn and Bomb.
It's
So, trainers or JDub said should be $1,000 or 1,000 a dash, 1,000 tokens a dash.
I could work.
Uh, and then JDub said, sorry, at this price, entry price can be tied to price? Question mark. Yeah, I think
They said they were going to do it, right?
I mean, it should be in some way, but I also think it would be kind of cool if at sometimes it wasn't tied to price. You know, like
Right.
it'd be cool to have more of a reward and more of a skin in the game type thing. Um, it would suck if they had to manually deposit winnings from leaderboard. Yeah, we'll see how they do that. And then he's saying, hopefully, it's cleanly coded and automated. And here's the thing: we've got to give a little bit of grace, because there is going to be, just like there has been, for anything that's done for the first time, there's going to be a learning curve. And so, if there are bugs, if there are things that are frustrating, like with the variations, give them the feedback. Like, did you
Dude.
did you did you die on level 10?
Yeah, that at the very end. Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah. Oh
Okay, do
man.
you want to just see out my round? I'm at the end.
But you're not.
I'm on level
Oh man.
3. Well, any final thoughts, Bomb, that you want to throw in there that you're just like, so let's go back to where we started. Let's like conclude. Let's recap. So you feel like the AMA, after we kind of talked about it, wasn't wasn't as what you gave it credit for, because that was probably the one like a week ago, and they're moving in a good direction, but you want to see them do more with the NFT holders. Is that
Yeah,
correct for
I
you?
mean, let me put it this way: NFT holders, they're probably they're prob. Let me think about it this way. Imagine this: they've done the research on every wallet that's won a ton of money or a ton of tokens, and found out, okay, none of these hold a 5x, and very few of them hold a 3x. Therefore, they say, okay, let's make it and not do NFT. That would be research. If they could figure that out, that could be really good for them. Because if you figure out what NFTs and the amount of tokens they've won, and say, okay, this person is actually not going to make many tokens because they can beat elite, but they don't have an NFT,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, does that make sense? Like that
Yeah.
thought process there? Because then it would be,
But then
okay,
why
we're
would
not
they?
going to lose that
Yeah, why would they be
many.
concerned with people earning outside of tournament play holding NFTs then?
Because of transferring it to another person's wallet.
Right. But then there would be, if it was
So
like we
it's
were
not, you
talking
just
about.
can't do it.
Well,
If they did like a seasonal thing.
yeah, seasonal thing, or you locked, if you
I mean, it doesn't
transferred it
matter.
to another wallet, you locked it, and it was
Right.
locked for like 24 hours.
That's such. I love that idea.
That's a
I really do.
So we'll see, but I think we'll see what happens. I think in this point, it's a waiting period. I would just recommend, we just keep our eyes open and
Yeah.
expectant. Keep your head up. Let's not get like super down about it just yet. Let's see what it is. Let's see what they have in terms of the rewards pool for the leaderboard play. And what
Here's
else? I think
yeah.
really the only people
Here's
that are kind of frustrated about this are people that bought a 2x or greater. I think everyone else is stoked. You know?
I would leave it at 2x, because if you have a 3x, odds are your 5x's aren't going to be that great, and your 3x's might not be good unless you made a deal with somebody. But I would say if you have a 3x,
Wait, what?
and,
Wait, say that
if
again.
you have a 3x and you can beat the game, I would say you have a very high possibility of making the leaderboard. Even if you have a 2x, I would say you still have a high possibility, because a lot of people that probably own 5x's and 3x's can't beat elite or the game.
Yeah.
And so I would say you do pretty well on this leaderboard until one NFT sharing comes out, or people transfer their NFTs to somebody.
So your overall perception
Figure it out.
is very bullish on Doge Dash. Hold what you have if you have a 2x or 3x and see what there is. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold. Again, talking about this helps all the time. And I think with what's going to happen, I would say hold and wait a week. I know that's hard to do, because you might be thinking, oh, the price is going to tank tremendously, because that's what I thought at the AMA. But I would say hold right now, because this is one game. They have multiple games coming out, and like Paul said, he's going to take care of NFT holders, whether that means you get early access to beta testing, you get certain staking rewards that other people don't have, you get VIP access to certain things that other people aren't going to have. I would just hold on to it right now and just kind of go with the flow, because people notice when you have an ultra, a 3x, and a 2x, that's something different and something above everybody else. So I'm going to hold, and I'm going to be super excited for Monday and the release of it. And I hope to be on the leaderboard. So
Are you just gonna watch me beat level 10 real fast and then we just call it a stream?
yeah.
Coolness.
Again, I think they will change the map come Monday. I think that's a smart idea for them, because that'll increase the number of dashes that people use and play that day. So yeah, I'm stoked for it. Let me rephrase that. I am ready for it to see what happens, because I've been in this, I would say, limbo state on not knowing what's happening, and so I'm ready to see what they think is going to work, and then give feedback on it.
So you're
so that it can help.
expectant. You're expectant over there for what's next.
Nice job, by the way.
Yeah, let's hop in that rocket ship and let's cruise. That's what we're ready for.
And hope for the best.
Absolutely. So any final thoughts from you guys in the chat? Just drop them in there. We wanna have this open and active dialogue. I think it's good, and I like that the team is kind of encouraging that open and active dialogue. Even if there are times where we can laugh at it, right? There are times where we can just be like, "Look, it is what it is. We're here. We're gonna make the best of it. We're gonna, chuckle when there's something to chuckle about." So, Bomb, thanks for the laugh a little bit earlier in the stream. Good stuff. But feel free to comment below if there's anything you guys want to add. And I think we'll wrap up the stream here. But we'll potentially be back on tomorrow. And of course, after the new drop comes out, we're definitely going to be hopping on to show you guys what that looks like, what the math looks like with the updated system, because the one that we showed you is based on a lot of assumptions that we don't really know where they're going to go with that. So we'll show you the math. We'll show you the new variations, the new maps, the new system, and we'll hop on again to have these dialogues. Hope you guys have a good night. If it's night, like J-Dub said, if it's day, enjoy your day / night, whatever. But we'll see you guys later. Thanks again for hopping on and joining. Take care.
Have a good one. Bye.